Are precognitive dreams real? Is it possible to dream about a future event, like a death of a family member, and have it come true? Is it possible to dream about something like an invention or a song and apply it to your life and make you wildly successful? Here's 7 examples of people who did just that. Number 1. Paul McCartney said he got the melody for the song Yesterday from a dream. One day he woke up and he had this melody just playing in his head that he heard in his dream. And for weeks he's thought, this can't be mine. Like, I had to have heard it from somewhere. So he kept playing it for people, showing people, saying, hey, where have I heard this before? I had to have gotten it from somewhere. Everyone was like, never heard it before. So eventually, after 2 weeks, he thought to himself, well, hell, I'll write lyrics to it and make a song out of it. And they did. It was the hit song Yesterday. And the crazy thing about it is that it's in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most covered pop song of all time. Over 3,000 people have covered that one song. And it all came from a dream. Number 2. Mark Twain had a dream once that his brother died. He woke up in his dream and walked into a room. And in that room, he saw a large metal box with his brother laying inside, wearing a suit that he didn't recognize. His brother was dead, laying in a coffin, in a suit he didn't recognize, and a big bouquet of white roses laying on his chest, with a single red rose at the top, or in the middle. He woke up from this dream in a panic, going, wow, that was so real. My brother's gonna die. And he kept freaking out about it. He ended up having to go on a walk and walk around the block or wherever he was to get his mind off of it, trying to remind himself, hey, this was just a dream. It's not real. He told everyone in his family. Everyone in his family was like, relax, Mark. It's cool. It was just a dream. So a few days later, they were on a river. They were going to go on this river cruise, him and his brother. They ended up getting separated. They had to take 2 separate boats. And the one boat that his brother was on, the boiler exploded. It ended up killing him. It mangled and burned so much part of his body, but his face was left perfectly fine. The ladies that were taking care of him and taking care of the body noticed that they took pity on him. They realized, look how young and attractive this guy is. We feel really bad for him. We're going to put him in the nicest coffin we have, which was a metal box. At the funeral, Mark Twain walked in, saw his brother laying in a metal box just like his dream, wearing a suit that someone else had borrowed. So 2 things from his dream were true. Metal box, borrowed suit. But he goes, okay, well, there's no flowers, so that's cool. But as soon as he said that, a lady walked in with a bouquet of white roses, laid it on his chest, and at the top of the roses, there was a single red rose. So he dreamt his brother's death, or his funeral, to the exact flower, to the exact petal. Pretty crazy stuff. Number 3. James Cameron, the famous director of Titanic, Avatar, and Terminator, was traveling through Europe in his early 20s when he got really, really sick. He got a fever, and this fever was over 102 degrees, and he was, trying to sleep it off, trying to get better. And in this dream, he saw this dystopian future where he saw these people that were outcast and these robots, these shiny metallic robots that had taken over. And he woke up going, wow, that would make a really cool movie. And so he ended up making the movie Terminator. And if you ever see one of the opening scenes of Arnold as he's walking super slow-mo and he goes and he points the gun at Sarah Connor, that's from his dream. He said he wanted to capture the idea of a dream where it's like slow motion, where you see something coming, you want to stop, but you can't. And he wanted to get that dream, the idea of that dream, into the movie, which he did. And as you know, that ended up becoming a wildly successful film, launched his career. Oddly enough, he couldn't get anyone to sign off on the movie when he was young. So he ended up selling the rights to the movie for $1. Pretty crazy.